Hello. Thank you for coming. I'm Jess. Nice to meet you.
I saw you at the gate as we were coming in.
Oh, did you?
We were laughing because
perplexed.
there was, as we were pulling in, this guy. Never mind, I'll tell you later. We were sitting in traffic and this car next to us, there was a guy in a car, and he saw that it was us. And he goes, beep, beep, and we look at him, and he goes, I'm from Canada, I love you. And we said, oh, thanks. And then he goes, oh my God, I want a selfie so bad. And we nominated that as the stupidest thing anyone said in 2015.
Nice.
Oh my God, I want a selfie so bad.
Totally does.
Oh, so does that totally mean like I can't ask that at the end of the interview?
You can have a selfie, just don't say, oh my God, I want a selfie so bad. Especially if you're like a Canadian dude in traffic.
I'm trying to limit my number of times I go too, because I don't think it's hard to stop that, you know. It's so.
Yeah, the Japanese interviews are the best. We had this one Japanese interviewer once who kept saying, really? After everything that you'd say, except more and more it sounded like a really enthusiastic Scooby-Doo, where she'd go, really? And then he'd go, oh, well, yeah. And then see, we built the studio by ourselves. She'd go, really? And he'd go, yeah. And then we made a double album. And she'd go, really? Like it got to the point where our bass player Nate couldn't even talk. He was laughing so hard. And then there was another one that had this sound where she would go,
Okay, if I'm doing anything like that, let me know.
Don't worry about the
Okay, thank you.
So that really makes you have to make final decisions quickly. You see, when a new record by whoever comes out now, they can keep manipulating it on a computer till the very end. I mean, they can do anything they want to it. But if you do it on tape, what you have is what you have. There's nothing you can do about it, really.
It's like what I tell my daughter when I give her a snack. I say, you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
What's that? So you don't give her the chance to be upset at all?
That's not fair, because I made the snack. Okay?
You just need
it's
to be
about
happy
me. Her
that-
snack is about me.
Yeah.
When you make a music video, it's hard to take that seriously. You know what I can't say? I can't stand turning on the TV and seeing another lead singer with his chest out and some gold chains, just like trying to sell a song to me, you know? It's like, dude, put your shirt on, play your song.
Yeah.
If you got a song, if you got a good song, then I'm sold. That's great.
Now, here's the thing, going into those...
Hey, listen, this is a double one.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
Going into those, I'm doing that dance.
But
nobody else is, because I'm not worried about it. I'm repeating that both to you.
I don't know. What's it like to be that close to Taylor's balls?
You feel uncomfortable right now?
Because I don't know.
I feel a little weird about it.
You notice I'm not looking in that direction, I'm looking up here.
The second chorus we need to do, I don't know, soon enough.
If you notice, I'm looking up here.
It's like, look how far back he's leaning. He couldn't move it.
Steady there, little fighter.
You know what he is?
It's an honor to be that close. I've gotten very close to the
You know what I'm hearing on this part?
very, very close.
I don't know, maybe it's tambourine.
I didn't even remember that, actually. But the funniest part about that show was the opening jam.
Oh, yeah.
Because we sort of whispered to each other, okay, when the camera gets around us, just freak out. Just make as much noise as you can. And so they went to the first band, and they're rocking the opening jam. The second band rocking it, and the camera came to us. We just went along, completely freaked out.
They had to do it again.
And they're like, "What's up? We had a technical problem." Did it again. They did it like 3 times. And then Katie Lang comes up to us and goes, some of us want to get out of here tonight.
What was that Dylan tour like?
That's awesome.
I mean, you're on the opening for Dylan acoustically, right?
That's killer.
Yeah, I never saw him.
Yeah, he apparently just hides out, right?
He summoned.
appears.
He summoned Dave, and I heard that he would watch our sound checks every once in a while, but like,
We'd been on the tour for maybe 4 or 5 shows, 4 shows maybe, and someone came up and said, "Hey, Dave, Bob wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Bob who?" And they said, "Dylan." I'm like, "What did I do? Did I say something bad, or what did I do? They're like, no, I just want to say hi." So I walked out. I was in some hockey arena, and they're like, "Yeah, he's right down that hallway. Just turn the corner." Remember that scene from Casino?
Yeah.
Where Robert De Niro says to Sharon Stone, like, no, it's right there.
Yeah, and he keeps walking
right
and
through
walking.
there. The next one, right through that door where they're gonna whack her. Yeah. That's how it felt. And he was like, they're like, "It's right down that hallway. Take a left right there."
it was Goodfellas, and it wasn't Sharon Stone. It was the other girl, the chick who plays the
Oh, it
girl in The
was?
Sopranos. Yeah. I just wanted to get that, you know.
Thanks, Taylor.
Sharon Stone does not need any more credit.
No more credit for Sharon.
Anyway, so I walked down this hallway, just like in Goodfellas, and I walked down the hallway, and I turn the corner, and I just see this dude, leather pants, black leather boots, black leather jacket with a black hoodie, standing up against the wall, just like that. I'm like, oh, that's Bob Dylan, man. And so I walk up like, "Hi, Bob." "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh, man, how's it going?" And we talked for a little bit, and he was totally cool. And he's like, "Man, what's that song, Everlong?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you got to show me that song. I want to play that." It's just like, dude, you have enough good songs. you don't need your own
songs, man.
Yeah. Hands off my song, Bob.
But that's the same. But isn't that the same song that Letterman wanted you to play when he came back?
Yeah.
It's a pretty powerful song.
I guess.
It's touring with Dylan, man.
Dude, you got to do it once in your life, right?
Absolutely.
I recommend it to everybody.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you, man.
Go right on.
So what keeps you coming back, and what are some of the more memorable moments that you've had in Australia?
I got thrown in jail here once for being drunk on a scooter. That was memorable. What else happened?
How did everybody else escape arrest during this incident?
Wait, how did you not get arrested then?
Okay, here's
Exactly.
me and him we got mopeds down on the Gold Coast like everybody does, goes around. It was great fun. So we spent a couple days down there before the show. Show day comes, it's a beautiful day. We took the scooters. I think you even rode it up on stage like you were in Judas Priest for the first song, didn't you? Remember that? Yes. And then, so afterwards, we stayed, we hung, we partied. Dave was overserved. And
There's a very irresponsible barman.
there's a very irresponsible barman backstage who overserved Dave. And then me and Dave were riding home on our scooters. And I wasn't hammered, actually. I had a bag of weed in my pocket, but he was hammered. And we both got stopped in one of those police
It's called a sobriety
checkpoint. I passed, Dave failed. So Dave had to go to jail. I took my scooter home, got in a cab, got his scooter, took it back, told our tour manager to go get Dave out of jail. Next day, Dave got out of jail. Then he had to come back and go to court.
I would know the difference between American, European, and Asian audiences because they all do different things when you play.
Asian would be the easiest.
Asian would be the easiest because, you know, in Japan, they don't talk in between songs. So when you end a song, they'll go, "Yeah!" And then they're totally quiet. And when you're talking to the audience, you could hear like a pin drop. In America, there's a lot of mustaches and people beat the shit out of each other. Not in a nice way. And then in Europe, they all go like that. What's that?
Yelling Everlong.
Yeah.
And last night too, you could hear when the audience was singing "Wheels," you could hear the accent. It was clearly Germany because it was a German accent.
When the wheels come down, like, you know, you could hear it.
If people like Wheels, then we know we're in Germany.
That's right. That's how you know. Because the rest of the world hates it.